Hey guys, it's Ghost Boy, here in the newest version of Minecraft, in fact the snapshot here, 13W38C. And I was playing around with stuff, and based off a post I saw on Reddit, where a guy made a animation in Minecraft of of Sonic. He was running really fast in the animation, not really running really fast, he was staying in a single frame. I decided to make a very similar thing, to see if I could make it on my own, and here's what I came up with. So we got our Sega Genesis here, sitting next to our big screen whole one block TV. Let's turn it on. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. It's been since Minecraft 1.7.3 since I've even touched Redstone. So before I started this, I knew nothing about command blocks. And before they added all this crazy update and stuff, I hardly knew anything about commands before anyway. But here we have all of the frames in our animation, all eight of them. The original was only a 4-frame animation. I decided to boost mine up to 8 to make it look a little bit better. I think it looks really nice, and it took me pretty much the majority of my day. The rest of my day was actually spent going on a hike, going shopping, and then making this stuff, which is just some stuff that was also shown in a different Redditor's post that I decided to make my own takes on, like the single windowed ones, because he had all of his being in 4 windows like this. And also I put some, I didn't actually think that was going to happen. I forgot that I put that command block there. Anyway, before I actually go over and look through the details of that one, I'm going to show you the way my prototype one worked, because it kind of explains the whole thing right here. So, the way that this whole thing works, let me give myself a lava bucket here, but it's pretty important, is, oh, there goes that. The whole way this whole thing works is we got this thing set up back here. Now, this is off in the background. You'll notice there are 8 of them in the background there. I think I could have done oh shit, the animation's still running. I think I could have done the entire animation only using 2. I'll just turn that off for no reason, actually. But originally, starting off, I only used, I think we could sorry, I just completely messed up that sentence. Originally, I think I could have only used 2 of these tubes back there. Right here, we only have 1 of them. I think I could have used 2 for the entire animation. I went with 8 because it was my first time experimenting with this stuff. But, that's just the way I went off with. Because it was the first time. I'm going to try making more similar things in the future to see what I can come up with. But here what we have is we have this running. Now, over here with our command that actually spawns a picture, you'll see that what we have going is we have a summon command with an item frame, and it spawns that item frame all the way over here, right actually where this piston detracts to. So when that piston pushes up, it breaks the item frame. But also in the summon command over here, we have it using our map and damage value and our direction value so that it'll appear on the wall properly. But we have it so that it appears on the coordinates of this block instead, so that the map appears all the way over here, even though over there is where the actual item frame is. And so this is what I was using to originally test to see if this concept would work of mine. And then the item frames actually do drop over here, but the lava bucket that's here is just there to burn the items so that they don't constantly stay there. Let's turn this off, but it's not really needed anymore. But yeah, just as something to show, if I turn this on without that running, we actually can't break this item because it's not really here. It's actually all the way over there. It just looks like it's over here to us. So that's something that's kind of interesting. Anyway, coming over to the actual animation over here to see a little bit more in depth how this works, with him actually going through multiple frames. What I have running is I have these going off at basically the same time. As you can see, this one is 1 tick before this line goes off, 1 tick after this line goes off. So what's happening is this one's summoning the first item frame here, this one summons the second one there, and so these go off instantly after and burn it, and they all constantly burn the items that are showing up over there, so it creates a fluent animation without having to see other frames stuck inside. Then at the very end what we have is we have something that sets a redstone block down there, and then this instantly deletes that redstone block. And so what that does is it causes the entire thing to loop again. Now over here for turning off the entire contraption, I have a set block to 0. And what that does is it sets this redstone block here to 0. And so that means that so hang on, let me try to demonstrate this a little bit. Normally there is a piece of redstone that's stuck right here, but when turning it off, that disappears. So when that block over there pops up and then disappears right away, it doesn't connect to anything. So that's what happens there. Anyway, coming over here, what we have to turn it on is it sets that item that we deleted back to a redstone, or a piece of redstone dust, and then it fires off the entire contraption once. It sets the redstone block down and then removes it again. So you can see that here. It will put that redstone block down, delete it, and then the whole thing will instantly loop because of this. And as you can see, this actually piece of redstone's here. And then once we turn it off, that piece of redstone gets deleted. Now, so I kind of fucked up on this animation a tiny bit, just because I didn't take into account that there's no white on maps, so I had to put it against a quartz block. And what that actually allows me to do is it allows me to make some kind of interesting things. I got getting wood, that's nice. You can actually like put it against different materials and see how it sees, but that's just a little bonus interesting thing. But the sorry. Let me just replace this real quick. Oh yeah. What I think that this actually will allow for is I think that this will allow for us to make... Oh, really? I think that this will allow for us to make actual side-scrollers in Minecraft. I'm not sure if anyone will ever do it. I mean, it definitely allows for us to make big full-time animations. I could make this entire wall animating something. It would take a lot of pistons and redstone the way I set it up. Because, like I said, I haven't used redstone since 1.7.3. But, you could make entire animations, giant walls of it. You might need a high-intense computer to run it. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone making big animations yet, but it would be possible. But the more interesting thing is it would be possible to make side-scrollers. Because as I pointed out here, it's possible to animate this right here. But what you could do is, recently in a video, Seth Bling pointed out that you can rotate a Rubik's Cube, which means it must save that block data somehow. It must keep that block data in mind when rotating the Rubik's Cube. Which means there must be some way with pressure plates or maybe even levers to go left and right, or buttons or something. You could make it so that the screen would scroll as the animation scrolls, and then when you, let's say, turn off the lever or step off the pressure plate, the animation stops and then drops down to, I don't know, just like a picture of Sonic standing still. And then the background stops moving too, and then you go left, and then you use a different set of maps for a backwards animation, and then you get off and you have a different backwards idle animation. You could do this whole thing. You can make an entire side-scroller in Minecraft, theoretically, based off what I've recently seen coming up with the new update, which really interests me. And also, here's all the frames I used. I think I already mentioned it. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention to my own video. And I think if... I already said this too, but I think if I would have planned this out better, I think I could have compacted this by like putting these redstone, or these command blocks closer together, and then just having to alternate between 2 of these things instead of 8 of them. Hello, Enderman. But I'm not really sure if that would work. There he is, the big hunk of man. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to point that out. Also, we have my creepy room of Iron Men. Iron Man. I think this is a good place to end it off. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that I recreated a little Sonic the Hedgehog animation after seeing someone else do a similar thing. And that I really do think it would be possible now to make a full-on side-scroller inside of Minecraft, which previously wasn't really possible. I remember back like in Alpha or something like that, there was someone who made a side-scroller mod for Minecraft. And it allowed you to like build the 3D maps and then run across them on a 2D axis after enabling a certain mode or something. But now we can kind of do something like similar to that without any mods. Huh. Something interesting to point out. Anyway, see you guys next time.